Oh, see if this shit works. My internet is horrible. And I'm on the road, not even home right now. I figured I'll take you guys along on a ride with me to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, as they call it. I don't know where. I don't know where anybody would talk like that. Why is my radio not coming on? A little car hack for you guys. If you have, oh my God, oh my God. If you have a Chevy, more typically a Chevy Traverse, um, I figured out a way to get internet. You could actually use your phone as a hotspot in your car. What's that? What up? What up? What up? Teach my ass science, girl. I'm driving. Well, I'm not driving right now. I'm sitting at a light. I'm going to Hobby Lobby, and I'm in the middle of doing I'm making this wreath thing, which if it comes out the way I'm hoping, I'll show you guys. I've been filming it, but I'm also trying to figure out how I'm building this thing. So, um, yeah, yeah. But anyway, I'm driving to Hobby Lobby, and it's a fucking long ride from Hobby Lobby, well, from my house to Hobby Lobby because we have, I gotta sit on like freaking, uh, a road with a lot of lights, basically. It's not like I could jump on the expressway, although I probably can, but I don't know. I always go this way. It takes so long. Hobby Lobby closes so early anyway. You're on your way to work, girl? Oh my God. Hey, Lindsay. Hey. So, yeah. So I figured I'll chat with you guys since, why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Um, because today, and everybody's talking about this whole scenario here. Um, this girl, Lauren, right? Hidden True Crime Podcast, whatever you want to call her, and all these other, this whole situation that she has going on with this alleged stalker. And I listened to her stream the other day. I talked about it the other day, like that day. And it's funny because now, I guess as time went on, more and more people are hearing it, and it kind of took off, and people are, covering it. And it's kind of grew its own legs, so to speak. And I really started thinking about the situation because we've been discussing it. Me and a couple of other people have been discussing it. Now it's being discussed. Duty Ron covered it. The Glare chasing listens to this at any point in time, girl, because you kind of made it make more sense. I was very the other day listening to the stream. It was first of all 8 hours long, okay, and my ADHD, ADHD brain over here to hold my attention that closely to something for that length of time. I listened to almost the whole thing as I was like doing other things. I was going about my business, right? And doing my own thing and trying to pay attention. But, I wasn't watching. I was more listening to it. At points, I would stop and try to, listen to it. I listened to it on like, 1.5 speed too, which probably didn't help my little brain absorb much of the information. But anyway, if you hear my car beeping, I don't know. There's something wrong with my car. If you hear that beep, 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 every time I stop it, this like thing comes on, this like warning light. And we tried to fix it the other day, and it stopped for like a day, and it keeps coming back. So if you hear that, it's not my seatbelt, just so you know. I got the seatbelt on. Al London always says the word belt. That was my, here you go. Seatbelt's on. See, I'm safe, and I got stigmata and a pimple. So, um, I got bad stigmata, dude. I keep waking up. Last 2 days ago, I woke up with a scratch here, and then today or yesterday, I got to drive. So, all right, I woke up with a scratch on my face. I think it's either my rings. It's so weird because it's not bleeding or anything. I don't know what it is. My skin just like turns colors. So anyway, I don't know if it's my rings. Like, I'm sleeping on like my hand, and my rings are like digging into my skin or what. But this is the second time. It looks like somebody beat me up, but whatever. And I got a huge pimple. I actually popped a pimple. That's why it turned into a pimple. Anyway, um, so okay. So anyway, back to the whole thing. I got totally fucking distracted. You see what I'm saying about ADHD brain? I can't fucking think straight. So anyway, I'm watching this, I'm listening to the live, And to be honest with you, like, I'm waiting for the point for this girl to show evidence that she's actually being stalked. Because to me, when you say that somebody's stalking you, that's like some serious shit. You know, like, I know a lot of us, myself included, we throw that shit around like, you know, oh, you're a stalker. Like that girl, Christina, that used to fucking make those videos about me, she was a little stalkerish, dude. Like, she contacted my fucking family. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, when you start reaching into people's real lives and like contacting their fucking family and shit, I don't know, going on like my mom's Facebook and taking pictures off there, like it's a little fucking weird. You know, does that even constitute stalking? I don't know. She was mailing shit to my house, like that's kind of fucking stalkerish, dude. Especially after like prior to her doing some of this shit, I asked her to just like not contact me, and she kept kind of doing it. You know, like she like amped it up, and I'm like, dude, just like leave me alone. You know, it's fucking weird. All right, sorry. I had to kick myself off and back on because my son's school calls like 300 times a day. So, anyway, all right, here's my thing. Now, I listen to Chasing. You guys know Chasing. What was her name? Chasing. Why am I just calling her Chasing? Didn't she have like another, like a different name? Chasing Truth, was it at one point? And then I think it's now Chasing true crime or something like that. So she did a stream and kind of broke it down a little bit more to make a little bit more sense of what was going on. Now, when I listened to the girl Lauren stream at the beginning, when this all happened, my first initial thing was like, I was like, okay, here's your first problem, right? Like, uh, you met these people at like randomly, right? You met, I don't know about all of them, I forget now, but I know she met the one girl that she claims is her stalker. You know, she met this girl at one of these like trial things, and I'm like, dude, I've been in the true crime community on YouTube specifically since 2013, and I have never met so many fucking crazy people in my life. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily just the true crime community and that's what attracts crazy people, or if it's just the internet in general, you know, and there's crazy people everywhere. Because you see, what happens on the internet is people fucking have this veil of anonymity where they feel like, you know, they like can say things that they normally wouldn't say because they're behind a screen. You know, some people don't even show their face. They don't, you know, they don't share their name. They don't share their voice. Some people, but you know what I'm saying? So I feel like people are definitely act differently and are a little bit more brazen when you can't see their fucking face, but, or you don't know who they are. Right. But like at the same time, this is my thing. And I'm not, you know, she said she's not into cancel culture and all this other shit, but like to me, like I don't know, you don't have to like me, dude. Like everybody's entitled to an opinion. Now, that's not to say that if you give an opinion on me, I'm not gonna fucking clown your ass. Like, you know, like this. I got these two fucking weirdos that do the same shit to me, dude. Fucking Burgundy Blue, who disappeared. Hopefully they fucking stay wherever they are. And this other fucking crazy bitch, Carmina, whatever the fuck her name is. And you know, like she, like the other day, I just made a community post today. She sporadically, dude, it's fucking so weird, man. This girl got, I don't know, dude. She claims that she saw, I don't know, YouTube suggested one of my videos, right? And I guess she somehow found my feet in the video, which is fucking weird. She's like, "Your feet are so ugly." Like, yeah, they are. I mean, I agree with you 100% on that one. I fucking hate my feet. Anybody that has been listening to me for a long time knows that how I feel about my feet, dude. I hate my feet. They're fucking horrible. I say it all the time on here, dude. I hate all feet, but like I especially hate my feet. So she's like, "You have some nerve to be talking about people's feet." And she like, I don't know, bro. I don't think about this girl, and like all of a sudden, I'll be like, I'll log on to YouTube, and there's like a fucking tag from her. She's fucking insane, but whatever. She's entitled to her opinion. She hates my teeth and she hates my feet, and I'm like, all right, girl, like, like cool, I mean, she gave me some good advice last week, or a couple of weeks ago. This was funny. She's like, would she say? I don't remember it exactly. I'm driving right now, so forgive me if I don't get the wording correct, 100%. She's like, so stupid. She's like, give up on your pipe dreams of living off your kid's hockey career or something. And she's like, really obsessed with my son's hockey. But anyway, and fix your teeth. And I'm thinking like, so wait, mother to mother, right? As a mother, she has two kids. Okay, she has a boy who plays hockey and a girl who plays hockey, right? She's telling me that I should put myself first. Basically, is that I should stop paying for my son's hockey, right? And fucking fix my teeth because clearly your looks are more important than your kid's happiness, right? Like, dude, do you really think that I think my son's gonna make it to the fucking NHL? Like, do you know how I have a better chance of fucking getting struck by lightning? Like the chances of my son making it to the NHL is slim to none, dude. You really think I think that? Holy shit. Anyway, but yeah, so clearly, fixing my teeth is more important than my son's happiness, and, and stuff like that. I should definitely worry about myself first. I mean, that is great advice coming from a mom of a young girl, might I add, okay? Who has, she has a young girl. Like, how many complexes is that kid gonna fucking have? That her mom thinks this way. She thinks that your appearance is more important than your child's happiness. Ooh, girl, sorry to hear that. But anyway, this is what happens online, dude. These people are fucking crazy. Now, in Lauren's case, she was friends with these people, at one point in time. So I could say it's no different than me talking shit about Laura. I don't contact Laura's, family or anything like that, but I talk shit about her. Basically, what I've seen so far is nothing more than talking shit. Here's the thing, though. Okay, in the girl Lauren's defense, and I know people are gonna be like, I've seen very split um, opinions about this. It's fascinating, honestly. It's very fascinating the way people feel. Because some people are like, dude, and I agree. She's like, I think she's over dramatic, but I'm gonna go back to the beginning of what happened here, and I think once you understand this part of it, you'll understand a little bit more about her feelings, okay? Because I can speak on this from experience. Anybody on here, okay, could probably speak on this because it's funny. I made this, community post, and Unitonica came, and I know Bridget, Boston girl Bridget. They all have like these fucking weirdos that do the same thing. It's not just exclusive to me. I joke about it and say I attract crazy people, which I do, but so does everybody else. A lot of people on here do. It's not just me. But anyway, here's the thing. This whole thing started because this one girl, Lindsay, I think her name was, who was a producer for her, said that she was going to expose these personal text messages, okay? And so the girl, Christina, then confronted her. That's the stalker. So just remember, Christina, stalker. Must be something with the name. I don't know. But anyway, the girl Christina confronted her, and she had seen clearly one of these text messages, these private text messages. And that's where the girl Lauren started to freak out, which, look, anybody in that situation, when somebody's like, you have to remember, let me back this up for a second here. You have to remember, okay, myself included, and many of you guys here, we've been involved in this drama, whatever, online community, and we've seen all this crazy shit happen. CPS calls, fucking lawsuits over shit talking, right? We've seen swattings. We've seen, people mailing things to people's houses and calling people's family members. We've seen all this shit already. We've seen people do this. But when you're coming, I think the girl Lauren was a journalist of some type, right? When you're coming from the journalist, excuse me, sir, could you shut your fucking loud car up? Thanks. That is so annoying. Why do you want to do that? coming from the journalism world onto this online world, okay? Time these things start to happen to you, because I'm telling you, it doesn't fucking matter who you are. It doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen to you at some point in time, okay? People are going to talk shit about you. People are going to dislike you. And you might even get a crazy person who, like, you know, gets like a little clingy and obsessive about you, like a stage 5 clinger, like fucking karma, right? So it's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen, right? And like for no reason. It's like, dude, I called you a fucking troll, and you started threatening to come to my son's hockey games, dude. And you're like, you're gonna make me cry. Oh no, so scared. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? You might get fucking people who are just not mentally all there. They're not fucking right in the heads, that are gonna start saying shit like that to you. But the first time it happens, like I go back to the first time when Molly Golightly fucking called me, bro. Called me. And I was like sleeping. She fucking called my phone. I was so new to this type of behavior, okay? I didn't know people did shit like this. So I was so new and like green to the behavior. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? You know, sadly now I'm kind of desensitized to it. It doesn't like bother me as much. But I'm like, back then, when you're new to this shit, you're like, what the fuck? And then like she started doxing me, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is wrong with these people? Because like I had never experienced that before, you know, somebody fucking doing that. So I look at the girl Lauren, and I'm like, she's kind of new to this situation, right? She's kind of new to this online participating in this community, you know, with crazy people. So I get that it's almost like when somebody's doing that to you and they're trying to, you know, say that they're going to expose you and expose personal things about you or your personal messages. It's like you lost control of your privacy. So in that sense, I understand that feeling, right? Because you're like, holy shit, like somebody's using my information against me or whatever it is, you know? And it's like, it's disarming. You feel like you're out of control, you know, you're losing control of your own information and everything. When it first happens to you, you're like, it's so like, I can't explain the feeling, because you're like, you don't know what to do, because you're like, I can't control this stranger, you know, like it's, so they're going to use my information to fuck with me, to control me, you know? So in that sense, I'm not saying she's not wrong for feeling a way about that. You know, somebody saying that they're going to expose private messages. I mean, you know, when you text somebody, a friend, you hope to God that it's going to stay private for the most part. You're not thinking that this person's going to show people. And look, we all talk shit about people. You know, even people you like, sometimes people just annoy you, and you might say something about them like, oh, you know, yeah, well, this person can be annoying sometimes. Right? So, do I consider the girl's response stalking? No. I think what happened here is that they started, you know, making these like, I don't even want to call it a threat, to say that, oh, I want your head on a platter. Like, I don't know. Like, do you really think somebody is going to cut your head off and put it on a fucking plate? Like, no, come on. But I guess, again, when you've never had this done to you before and you've never dealt with people like that before, maybe she is scared. I don't know. Do I really believe the girl's scared for her fucking life? I don't know, dude. In a way, I could kind of understand, yeah, because like at the end of the day, you don't really know these fucking people. I mean, she met this girl at a fucking crime, you know, convention, not a crime convention, at a court case thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't. How well do you really know the person? You know, your connection to her is basically almost like a working relationship in a sense. You know, it's not like you're like good friends that go back years and you know people that know people that know her. You know, from your neighborhood or something. It's like you're essentially strangers, right? Who just like bonded over something. So, you know, you don't know what this girl's capable of. And trust me, I think it to myself sometimes too. Is I'm like, yeah, man, this fucking person like watching me or following me or something, like, because you know, there's been a few on here where I'm like, dude, like I'm a little perturbed. You know, is this person gonna show up at my fucking house and like kill me? Like, what's going on here? Like, you're awfully angry at me for not doing anything to you. You know, Like, I didn't do anything to you. And at the same time, the girl Lauren, she's just kind of going about her business, doing her true crime podcast. Not like she's talking about these people. Like, I'll give Laura that, like, Laura's always going to have that excuse that, like, I talked shit about her, so that's why she did what she did. But I feel like this girl's not really, like, until a few days ago, she wasn't really feeding into the drama. I guess maybe behind the scenes she was, but, not on YouTube. She wasn't talking about this situation. Maybe so, dealing with it more behind the scenes. But I mean, to call it stalking, that's kind of a stretch. I don't know if it's stalking. I feel like, in order to gain control of the situation, of not wanting to get your, she's not a dummy, the girl Lauren. Okay, she, in order for her to gain control over the situation and kind of silence these people and stop them from putting her messages out, she had to kind of create a narrative that she was scared, that this person's stalking her, because legally that's really all you can do. It's like, when you go online and you got these crazy people that are like doing this shit to you online, there's nothing you could really do about it. Everybody thinks like, oh, go to the police. You can't go to the cops for somebody talking shit about you, dude. As annoying as it is, you can't do that. You could try suing them for defamation if they're fucking lying about you, but I mean, good luck. It's not going to really happen, because you'd have to prove that they're in some way affecting your life, financially, and that you're losing something. So there's not a whole lot you could do. And unfortunately, in some situations and circumstances, the police don't take this shit seriously until something happens to you. And then they're like, oh, then you're on Dateline and they're like, yeah, she was being stalked and harassed, and, we didn't do anything about it. We didn't take it seriously. But I feel like that was the only way at that point in time she probably could do anything legally. So she had to kind of pretend that she's scared. Or maybe she really is scared. Maybe she really is scared. I don't know. I don't know what the girl thinks. But again, to call it stalking, now that I understand the situation a little bit better, I feel like that might be a little bit of a stretch. Also, one of the things that Chasen covered in her thing today, her live stream, was that the stalking laws in Utah, where she got this restraining order, apparently, they're very loose. Like, it's very easy to obtain a restraining order against somebody for stalking. Like, I don't know here, but I'm just saying, I know in some places you have to really prove that the person's like threatening your life. You know what I'm saying? And like really prove that there's something happening before they'll give you any type of restraining order against somebody. Like just talking shit, that's not really, considered harassment and stalking, unfortunately, this day and age. But this is the unfortunate side of being on YouTube, whether you're, some fucking rinky dink fucking little shitbag like myself, right? Or a big creator like Lauren, you know, this is the unfortunate side of being in these online communities, is that there's people who are, just fucked up, that are going to talk shit, myself included. So, I mean, I think she's new to this. I think she's perhaps maybe a tad bit dramatic herself, but again, maybe she never dealt with any of this type of shit before. And so for her, it's really, really alarming, because when it happens to you for the first time and people are doing this shit to you, like making videos about you or telling lies, I was calling. He's I called him because I thought he left his sweatshirt at home, and then of course he doesn't call me back for 20 minutes until I press the live button. He'll probably call again. So just know that I'll probably get knocked off here again. But anyway, the first few times that this shit happens to you, it's just like disarming. I don't know I forget where I left off now. You know, and when you're not used to it, you're like, oh my God, like, you know, somebody's talking shit. I don't know if these girls are lying about her or what, you know. They're allowed to have opinions about her. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I get it. I get that it sucks when, you know, other people are trying to control the narrative and trying to paint you in a light that you know is not you. You know, that sucks. It does. But it's also kind of part of like doing this whole thing, like being online, unfortunately, because you can't control people, dude. You can't control what other people fucking think and do and say. To an extent, I guess you can, but it's almost impossible, dude. It's almost fucking impossible. I can't control how other people feel about me. You know, nobody can. So, I don't know, understanding the situation a little better today after listening to Chasing's live stream where she kind of cleared up some of what happened and like some of the even the incidences where they ran into each other in real life. Is it stalking? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's kind of a fucking stretch. You know, it's kind of a stretch. So at the same time, I feel like it's unfair because, you know, you got all these people, which is, I think, was part of the plan. Let's be honest, right? She drops her stalking thing, right, in the court because she says law and crime is covering it. And I'll agree with Chasing on this one. You know, all these people, it's really funny because they love to cover all these crime cases, right? They love to cover it and talk in such depth about these crime cases. But once they become the case, they're like, oh no, sorry, I don't want you covering this. I don't want anybody talking about this. You know, so it doesn't make sense when you think about it because it's like she dropped her court thing, right? She dropped the motion that she was making in court. I don't know what to call it, injunction. I don't know, right? And but then you go online and you expose everything anyway, which I'm like, all right, so what was the, you know what I'm saying? Like you were worried about law and crime covering this, but now you just told everybody anyway. So it makes you wonder, like, did she really drop it for that reason, or did she just not have a case, and that's why she dropped it? Because it's kind of like weird, you know, like if you didn't want this all being exposed down to the fact that your kid is scared and all this other shit, why are you telling the internet about it? You know what I'm saying? Plus, now that you've responded in that sense, I don't know how much of a case you have. Because the first thing any attorney or, you know, law enforcement person is going to tell you if you're being stalked is to like not communicate with the person in any way, shape, or form, you know? Cut off communication, block them, don't talk about them, don't instigate them in any way, shape, or form, you know, if you're trying to bring a case on somebody. So I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. She had to acknowledge that Christina was attending, that she and the candidate showed up anyway. She didn't leave areas that Christina was present and had her friends following her. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, right at CrimeCon, okay, she went to CrimeCon and the girl was there. She had already bought her ticket. And to me, that doesn't matter. I didn't know this though. She didn't know that she had a restraining order on her when she got to CrimeCon. So like she was already there. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody did that to me at that point, I would just be like, look, I'm staying away from this person at all costs. I don't need this bullshit in my life. I'm a mom. I can't even believe I have a fucking restraining order on me, right? But like she didn't know that she had it. Then she shows up, they're in the same place at the same time. Why are you near the person? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Lauren showed the Stuttgart police body cam. She did do that. She showed two different angles. I don't know, dude. That live stream was so long, and like God bless Chasing, because she watched the whole entire thing. And like like really listened, for me, it was very hard to focus on every little detail because it was kind of like the way it was done. I guess she was trying to tell it chronologically, but it was like kind of hard to follow at the same time. You know, like I need a simple breakdown. I need you to give me a simple breakdown. Chasing broke it down even a little bit more, which still I found a little hard to follow, but she broke it down a little bit more and made it make a little bit more sense. And some of the things, I don't know. I suggest you, if you're interested, go watch the um you go watch her stream. I guess the whole point is like, yeah, dude, it really sucks when people do this to you online, right? Like when they make videos about you and they talk shit about you, but like at the same time, you can either ignore it or just fucking make a joke out of it and respond to it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not much you could do, unfortunately, but to call it stalking, ugh, and then go to the, point where you're filing restraining orders against people, right? I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's constitutes as stalking, personally. Are the girl's videos fucking a little weird and does the girl seem a little creepy and she's a little off? Yeah, she does. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, is Lauren a drama queen? Yeah, she seems a little overly dramatic. But again, I don't know if she's ever dealt with anything like this before in her life. Maybe she is really scared. I don't know. I'm not in her body. I can't feel what she's feeling. And like a lot of people don't deal with this kind of shit normally. Like this is foreign to them. And so maybe she does really feel scared and she doesn't know. But I'll be honest with you, I had somebody doing it to me for 2 years now, saying they're going to expose me, blah, blah, blah. They have all this shit. I'm not worried about it because I'm like, I know that there's nothing for you to fucking show anybody, dude. If you're showing anybody anything, you either fucking made it up or I don't know. I know what I've done and what I haven't done. So I'm not fucking worried about you exposing something. If I was, that would be a different story. And maybe she was really scared about, people exposing her private messages because, I mean, it could potentially ruin opportunities for you or, you know what I'm saying? A little text taken out of context. So, like, she's 100% in the right for feeling upset about that because I get that, dude. Nobody should do that to you. Nobody, just because a friendship fell out, you're going to expose, text messages. Like, that's kind of fucked up. And then you start contacting people, telling her, oh, that, this person talks shit about you. It's kind of fucked up. At the same time, I think these 2 girls or 3 girls or whatever the fuck, they're kind of looking for like a little come up because people do that too on here, dude. They try to like latch themselves to you, right? To try to like get. Laura's probably the biggest one, right? We see Laura doing it all the time. She tries to latch herself to people to garner, what the fuck, I just made a word up, to garner attention for herself. Even if she only gets like 20 subscribers from you, it's a gain for her. You know what I'm saying? If one of those 20 people becomes a $10 a month Patreon, that helps her out at the end of the day. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you have everything to gain by being friends with this girl, Lauren, if you're one of these, smaller people, producer, graphic designer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have everything to gain from being friends with her. And you also have shit to gain from not being friends with her. Because now you can make videos about her and get views off of her that way. Because that's what people do online. You know what I'm saying? Lord looks like that's it. Well, Lord has too much Botox. I will say that. Just far too much Botox. She did know her husband sent her a copy of the order in text, but it's not enforced until hands served to the person, which the police did at CrimeCon. What's up, Amanda Cruz? I mean, I think those girls might have been, they became friends with her. They're like, ooh, she's this big podcaster. Let me become friends with her. Then when the friendship didn't work out, let me destroy her. People do that all the time, unfortunately. It's just how it is. Who's Lori? Lori CPS thinks she's friends with other YouTubers here. She really doesn't. What do you mean? She was promoting the Patreon on duty runs like crazy. Was she? I don't know. I don't know who Lori Hillis is. Yeah, well, that was the other thing. Like now, everything she's doing is on Patreon, and like, dude, I'm not saying don't take control of your own narrative, 100%. Like, don't let somebody do this to you. You should stand up for yourself if people are threatening to expose you, you know. But what is she scared of? I mean, I guess I don't know. Your text messages and shit could be taken out of context, like who knows? You could be mad at somebody and maybe say something about them. And then, the next day you feel differently. You're like, maybe I overreacted when I said this yesterday. And today, now that I'm slept on it, I don't feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? It could potentially destroy your career or some opportunities that you could possibly have in the future. So that part of it, I totally understand. The part where she's like saying that she's in fear for her life and shit, I don't know, dude. That part I'm having a little trouble with because what I've seen so far that she's shown, I'm like I don't know. It's to me, it's not enough that would make me scared for my fucking life. That's for sure. You have to, yes, Garden Girl. It's exactly what I was saying. You have to expect crazy behavior from people when you have a YouTube channel. Like, look, when I first started my channel, I knew there was going to be hateful people because I'd already been like in the YouTube community for a long time by that point in time. I knew that there was crazy people on here. What I didn't know, is that there was people that would like, just because they didn't like what you had to say, they would like start doxing you or send police to your house or call CPS. That shit I didn't know. I mean, obviously I knew after the first time it happened to me, but I didn't like I would never think of doing something like that to somebody. So like to me, it's not even something I would think of until it happened to me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like you're calling police on somebody, like making a false report on somebody because you don't like what they have to fucking say, dude. Like really? Like I don't know. That just seems extreme, like extreme behavior to me. Very extreme. Right, Garden Girls, any type of public figure. And like that's the thing, it happens from like little shit channels like mine, right? Like there's 60 fucking people in here. Uh, Why is it happening to me? Why? Because there's people out there who watch my channel and just don't fucking like me. And that's cool. Like I'm not everybody's fucking cup of tea. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna make everybody fucking happy, but it happens. And like I've kind of just like I kind of at this point in time I think it's actually like funny because I'm like holy shit, I didn't think I was capable of fucking angering people this much, but damn girl, I really didn't. I was like I know I could be a fucking asshole, but like phew, girl, you mad. Like this girl's very this Carmen girl is very mad about my teeth. I'm like sorry if my teeth offend you, girl, but like I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know. I mean, you do not think I have a fucking mirror? I don't know. I'm just not as concerned about it as you are. You're very concerned about my fucking appearance, which is fucking weird, dude. Cuz I really don't fucking care. Like I just don't. I'm happily married and my life is great. Whether my teeth are fucked up, yeah, does it suck? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It kind of sucks, but it is what it is at the same time. Thank you. I'm leaving. Thank you for the super chat. I'm leaving. I want to tell haters to sit down. Ugh. You don't attend a con, you're a stalker. I think fucking crime. I'm sorry. Stalker will be and send your friends to stalk the stalker if you feel unsafe. I mean, if you feel unsafe, I would definitely, if I knew the person was there, I would definitely be like keeping my eye on the person, because I'd be like, what the fuck? So did she know the girl was going to be there? I don't know. Or did she realize the girl was going to be there afterwards? I just don't know how unsafe she felt. I feel like she has to say that because in order to make this whole thing work, you have to be in reasonable fear, right? For your life, which clearly isn't part of the law in Utah. Oh, thank you. To the number one, wait, what does it say? To the number one at Research, the blah, blah, blah nut job crew. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Andy Cruz. And thank you for the super chat, Amy Bells. Yeah, everything's blah, blah, blah. I love when the girl says it, and so does fucking Burgundy. Every live you do is the same thing. It's the same live. I'm like, okay, so why the fuck are you still watching me then? Like, if you're that bothered by me repeating myself or saying the same fucking thing all the time, like, what the fuck does it say about you that you keep fucking watching me? I don't know. Nobody's fucking forcing you to watch me, dude. I don't know if you know this, but you don't have to watch me. You don't. She got very triggered by my second post about her because I was like, I usually don't fucking even reply to the girl. She's like tagged me so many fucking times, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. I don't know. She thinks I'm like, I fucking care. I'm like, dude, you're a catfish. Like, come on here and show your face and shit, and let people judge you. Okay, and then maybe I'll fucking care what you have to say. Until then, I really don't fucking care. You're hiding behind a fake picture and a fake profile. I don't fucking care what you think of me. I don't. I just don't. But anyway, yeah, she's made like a whole bunch of weird posts. And can somebody fucking tell me what a Dumina is? Dumbina. Is that like a thing? Is that like some type of slang? Because I've never fucking heard this word before. But she's like, hey, Dumina. And I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get what that even is. Is that like a fucking word even? Where'd you get that from, dude? It's so stupid. It's just the lamest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Dumina? Oh my god. Dumina. I honestly like think it's funny though that these people get so fucking mad. I'm like, dude, I don't even have to do anything. Like, I don't even have to talk about them or like think about them or acknowledge them. And they get so fucking they're so fucking mad at me, bro. Like, what are you so mad about? Oh my god, it's fucking kind of funny. It's kind of funny. All right, so I'm not alone here, Demina. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get what I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's a stupid word. I don't know if she made it up herself and thinks it's like clever, but I'm like, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Hey, Demina, you're the groundhog of YouTube. Oh my god, my feelings are so hurt. Emily, they're so hurt. Thank you, Andy Cruz, for super stickers. But I'm like, dude, like if you're so fucking bothered by me, just don't watch me, dude. Like, it's not that fucking hard. I mean, damn. Damn, girl. At my feet. She's really bothered. She's like, go trim your toenails. I'm like, dude, that picture of my feet that you're currently fucking putting on your page right now is from like, it has to be from like, I don't even know. I haven't worn thong style flip flops in like at least 8 years, dude. I don't know, 8 to 10 years. I hate those fucking things. And so, all right, let me go get in my time machine and fly back and trim my fucking toenails. Will that make you happy if I trim my toenails? Are you going to feel better about yourself, girl? Girl. Andy, I'm talking about this dumb bitch named Karma, Emily, aka Emily. Stupid words for stupid people to use. And I'm like, I don't even like, dude, like I haven't been live. So like when you make a post like that out of nowhere and tag me, I'm like, what the fuck? I just thought it was really funny because I'm like, yo, dude, I woke up this morning to somebody mad about my feet, dude. I'm like, I'm mad about them too. Don't get me wrong. I'm fucking very upset that God made my toes like that. But like, I don't know. There's not much I can do about that. It's kind of just like the cards that I was dealt, and I have to deal with it. Then she puts, I'm like, you're so corny, bitch. She puts up like a picture of clown feet. I'm like, oh my God, my feelings are so hurt. I'm going to cut my legs off now because, this person in Buffalo thinks that I have big feet. I'm cutting my legs off. What a fucking weirdo. I'm like, dude, it takes a lot more than that to hurt my feelings, but she hasn't said anything about someone's feet. She needs to hush. Who? No, not, I don't even know. I'm like, did I talk? I was like thinking in my head this morning, did I talk about somebody's feet in my last live? I'm like, I don't even remember the last time I was live, but I'm like, I don't remember talking about anybody's feet in my last live. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm like, maybe there was like a troll account in my comments, or maybe I fucking read somebody else's comment, but I'm like, I don't know. Every time I've ever laughed at Laura's fucking ginormous big toe, I've always said, I really have, no leg to stand on when it comes to feet because my feet are fucking horrible. Her toes are also horrible. They're equally as horrible. There's only one. Yeah. I don't know. And I'm like, so when I woke up this morning, I'm like, dude, did you just go like combing back through like fucking, I don't know how many videos to find some video where I showed my fucking feet? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And like, why? Why is this happening on a Monday night? You're sitting around worried about my feet, dude? Like out of nowhere? Like it's not like I didn't like prompt, like I didn't like provoke you in any way. It's not like I fucking, went live last night and was talking about somebody's feet. I haven't been live in like a week, or not a week, but like days, at least since last week sometimes. So I'm like, what the fuck just prompted this girl to make a post about my feet, dude? Like, she's like shaming me. She's foot shaming, foot shaming me. She's foot shaming me. I'm like, dude, I don't care. My feet are ugly. I will 100% agree with you on that. My feet suck. So do my teeth. Like, girl, you got me. You got me. You got me. How she looked in the mirror herself. Who, Karma? To be honest with you, I happen to know what Carmina looks like. She's a pretty girl. She looks a little fucking crazy. I would definitely be a little fucking like, if like I was a guy and I was about to date her, I'd definitely be like, yeah, this bitch crazy. She ain't fucking right in the head. She's definitely got that. You know who she reminds me of? What fucking movie is that? Is it Wedding Crashers? You know the redhead chick in Wedding Crashers? Is that it? She's like crazy. It's like that girl. Like she looks like all innocent and shit, but she's fucking crazy. Like you could be pretty all day, but when you got some crazy fucking shit going on, I don't know. Sucks to be you. Whatever her fucking name is, yeah. I think it was Wedding Crashers. Isla Fisher, yes. She looks like a kind of like her uglier sister. You know what I'm saying? Like she's pretty. She's like a decent looking chick, and she's the scary thing to me though is like she's a very normal looking chick. Like Laura looks fucking crazy, dude. Like she's got. I saw a thumbnail of her the other day. She had pink contacts in, and I'm like, why the fuck do you want to look like an albino rat? Why would you want pink eyes? Like, why? Pink, not purple, not blue, pink eyes. I'm like, do you want to look like a fucking, like, an animal, like, of some sort, like an albino rat? Like, ew. Why would you even think pink contacts look good? Like, so you know what I'm saying? She looks the part. She looks fucking crazy. Molly Golightly's got that, like, cross eye. She looks fucking crazy. This chick looks normal by all intents and purposes, but she's fucking crazy. That to me, that's even worse because I'd rather look crazy and be crazy than fucking, you know what I'm saying? Corey looks crazy, and she got that crazy fucking voice too. Laura looks like Hatchet Face from Crybaby. Oh my god, that's so funny. But you know what I'm saying? This chick definitely looks like something's a little off, but she looks normal. You know what I'm saying? She looks like a normal mom. I mean, she's a little frumpy. She dresses a little frumpy, but so do I. You know, she wears like those fucking like the mom, the fucking what the fuck are those things? The cargo capris. You know what I'm saying? With like the t-shirts, like the fucking soccer mom kind of look. But like she's definitely soccer mom the fuck out. But yeah. She's still wearing like cold shoulder tops in like 2025, like that kind of person. But she's a decent looking chick. She's pretty, but she's pretty crazy too. Have you seen the next monster series on Netflix going to be Lizzie Borden? Bordon? I don't know if I'm reading that right. No, I haven't. I don't think I've ever watched that. R.I.P. Hatchetface. Why? She died? Laura does not look normal to me. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Laura walks around with purple hair and, like, all this crazy jewelry that doesn't match. You know what I'm saying? Like, overdone. Like, she looks crazy. Molly Golightly to me looks crazy. She's got all the plastic surgery, the over-the-top fucking, breast implants. Like, she looks nuts. You know what I'm saying? This girl just looks like a normal chick, but she's fucking nuts. She's fucking crazy. She's like a little not right in the fucking head. Like a little bit. A little bit. But pretty girl, nevertheless. I'm not an asshole. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, she's ugly. She's not. She's a pretty girl, but she's crazy. But she's fucking crazy. Like, you could be pretty all day. You're fucking crazy. That's no good. Mm. Pretty girl, ugly personality. How's that? How's that? But again, this is what you deal with when you come on here and you publicly, talk about people. In the girl Lawrence case, she's not really talking shit about people. She's just covering crime cases. So at that point in time, like, it does make the girl Christina look worse because it's like, look, she's not fucking talking about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's not bothering. She's not hurting anybody. The girl Lauren, right? She's not scamming people. She's not actively hurting people. So like, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, what is she doing to harm anybody? Then I would understand your feelings towards her a little bit more if she was like up here scamming like a Bullhorn Betty or fucking Laura. Shit, like Laura's like constantly fucking got some scheme going on, talking shit, saying horrible things about people. The girl Lauren's not doing that. She's not hurting anybody. She's only doing her true crime podcast with her husband, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Up until a few days ago. So in that case, I'm kind of like, why are you doing this? Like, it makes you look bad, right? Like, why are you so intent on hurting this girl? I didn't know, obviously, all the behind the scenes shit that's going on, but still, you still kind of look like the crazy person a little bit when you're going after somebody that's not really hurting people. She's not bothering anybody. She's not doing anything wrong to anybody. She just covers crime cases on the internet. Like, so you're kind of going to lose every time in a situation like that. Who died in 2016? Hatchet Face? I would get pissed off if someone tried to. Wait, sorry. I can't. Dude, I don't know what they did here, but I can't see your guys' comments. Comments is good. Can I turn this in landscape mode? Maybe then I could see it. Nope. That's even worse. Hold on. Someone tried to take me to court for an RO and I hadn't done anything. Yeah, I would be kind of pissed off about it too. I'm not gonna lie. Back when Laura would cam up with no makeup and her hair and a ponytail, she looks so much better. I agree. She looks way better, which is so weird. I feel like some people are just like that though. They naturally look better with no makeup on. Me, I'm not one of those people, but my best friend, she just looks like, to me, she looks better without makeup than she does with makeup. Not that she looks bad with makeup, she doesn't. She looks beautiful either way, but I feel like she just like doesn't need it. I know a few women like that where they just like, they look, to me, like, I'm like, I wish I could look that nice without makeup. I have fucking bags under my eyes and shit. I've been watching these videos. These girls getting these, what is it, lower lip blast something, blasphemy? No, that's like religion. Blastotomy? What the fuck is it called? I don't know. They get their eye bags removed. I'm like, oh, I fucking need that. I fucking need that. Oh shit, she died in 2016. Why do so many famous people die of pneumonia, dude? Like, young. Fucking weird. I agree, she looks better without makeup. She's not an ugly woman, Laura. Like, I don't think she's ugly. I think she does things to herself, though, that make her look, like she's got daddy issues. She definitely overdoes. Hey, she overdoes the makeup for sure. Like, she goes a little heavy handed with the makeup. And then you got the contacts, the nose ring, and like, it's just too much. The jewelry. Tone it down. But I think those types of people, I'll stand by this. Like, those people who dress different, I'll never forget. I saw a video a couple months ago about this, this girl who has fucking tattoos all over her fucking neck and her face and, this crazy hair colors and shit. Like saying, oh, I didn't get hired at Target, And I'm like, girl, what did you expect? Like, what did you expect? You put all this shit all over your face, your neck. You have like fucking those things stretching your ears out. Like, you're clearly doing that for attention, right? You're not dressing that way because for any other reason than you want to, draw attention to yourself in some way. People who do those things want to get attention in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying everybody with tattoos. I'm saying when you go like extreme, when you go to the extreme like that with your style, you're trying to draw attention to yourself in some way because you know that it's going to cause attention. You can't go doing all these body modifications and shit and think that it's not going to draw attention to you in some way or shape or form. You're doing it for attention. She's not grinding a pole anymore. Lay off the glitter shadow. Hey, Muffin Mouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, Laura makes it worse for herself by trying to appear young. It's pathetic. Yeah, yeah. She tries to, yeah, the colored hair, the colored contacts. It's just like, girl, what are you covering up? She told me she has hazel colored eyes. I'm like, if there's any eye color I would want, it's probably hazel colored eyes. I think those are like the ones that look kind of bluish greenish, right? Is that hazel or is it like a brownish color? I don't know. Green, maybe like a green. And I'm like, why would you cover up hazel eyes, dude? Like, I have shit brown eyes. They suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, my eyes don't ever look cool. But, like, your eyes look cool. I have small eyes, though. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Your eyes look like, why would you cover those up with, like, purple contacts? I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, hazel's more like a green, right? I think my ex-boyfriend had hazel. His eyes used to be like green sometimes and then blue sometimes. I think that it said hazel on his thing. Like if he wore like a green shirt, his eyes looked green, like green. And then if he wore a blue shirt, his eyes looked blue. It's like fucking crazy the way his eyes used to change colors. Me, I got like boring shit brown eyes. Ain't nobody fucking care about no shit brown eyes. Ain't nobody be caring about them. If I've been crying, I'm angry. The green, calm there, hazel. It's so fucking weird, dude. I wish my eyes turned colors. My uncle has hazel because my grandfather had blue eyes. Okay, and not out of 6 kids, nobody got blue eyes. Not one of the kids got blue eyes. I mean, my grandfather had those crystal clear blue eyes, like the beautiful fucking like Caribbean blue, fucking crystal clear blue eyes. Kind of like Mandy, right? Doesn't Mandy have that? So everybody got brown eyes except my one uncle got hazel, I think, and then my mom's eyes were cool, dude. They were brown, but they were like that honey brown. They were like that very light, almost like yellowy kind of brown, I guess. Her eyes were fucking cool. If I wear royal blue, my eyes look emerald. It's so fucking cool. Like my eyes, right? When I wear pink, my eyes look like shit brown. When I wear black, my eyes look like shit brown. When I when I wear white, they look like shit brown. Like they just always look the same. They don't change. They just look the same. I love when you see like, oh, make brown eyes pop, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't work. There's really not much you can do for dark brown eyes to make them quote unquote pop. Like there's nothing you can do. Okay, especially when you have eyes like mine. Mine are like little slits. I can like barely open my eyes wide enough to get my contacts in. I have the smallest eyes, dude, ever. They're like so like they're just small slits. I don't know how people do it. I watch people on like these makeup girls and they do like the eyeliner with their eyes like they could put the pencil in without like using their hand. Like I can't do that, dude. I have to fucking stretch my eyelids out. I can't fit a pencil in my eye. I got blue eyes. Each one of my 3 kids have different colors. Eldest has hazel, middle has blue, youngest has the darkest brown eyes. Isn't that crazy how that works? So weird. There are brownish hazel and greenish hazel eyes. I don't know why they don't just call them green. Some old man told me I had eyes like the chestnut. Like chestnuts. I think it was a compliment. Are they brown? You might have like a cool shade of brown. Like you ever see those like people with the light brown eyes? Like that's what my mom had. She had like it's hard to see in pictures, but like when you saw her in person, her eyes used to be like a really like loud, almost like an amber color brown. Mine are just like doo-doo dark brown. Boring dark doo-doo brown. My family is all blue-eyed and my son ah got his brown eyes. Isn't that crazy? I had an uncle, one of my uncles had one blue eye and one brown eye. So when I was a kid, it used to like freak me out. He used to wear like tinted glasses to cover it up. I would be like, fuck, if I had that, I would totally fucking rock that shit. Bug people out. But it was like very obvious difference, in his eyes. So like one of his eyes is blue and the other one's, did I say brown? I think, right? Yeah, blue and brown, one of each. It's fucking crazy. But he, now when he got older, you didn't really notice it. He started wearing regular glasses, and for some reason, it wasn't as noticeable. I don't know. I think because your eyes, as you get older, they kind of cloud up a little and like change color. And so you didn't really see it as much. Like you'd really have to look at his eyes. When I was a kid and he was probably in like his 30s, it was like so obvious when he took his glasses off. You could see like one bright blue eye and the other one's brown. You Twilight Zoned? Heterochromia? Is that what it's called? I think it's pretty fucking cool. My best friend's daughter is black and her eyes are white, blue like Atchis. But oh, you know, like that girl. What's her name? She's so beautiful. The girl from Clueless. I when like darker skinned people have blue eyes or like color eyes, it's so cool looking. What the fuck is her name? Stacey Dash. Is that it? She's got that where she has those like, you know, dark skin and like green or hazel. I don't know what color her eyes are. They're just really fucking cool looking. I saw a kid like that recently. Twilight Zones, I'm so sorry we had to. What'd you have to do, Ash? I can't like see. It's like killing me. Zero. I wanted a girl with brown curly hair and blue eyes. I got a boy with straight brown hair and brown eyes. I'm good. I wouldn't. I don't think I'd be a good girl mom either. I don't know. I probably would be though. I say that, but I wanted a girl so bad. And then when I had Jessie, I was kind of like sad at first, but then I just embraced it. You know, I was like, not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like that disappointment because I was like really wanting a girl. And then when I found out it was a boy, I was like, oh, but I was like, really? Like, you know, I got over it quick because I was just happy I had a healthy baby. But I can't even like imagine. Like, I see some of my friends and they have to do like, ugh, go to like cheerleading competitions and dance and all that shit. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God I don't have to do any of that shit. If I had a girl, she'd probably be a tomboy because there's no fucking way I'd be going to all that shit. I'd be like, no, we're playing like real sports. Not that there's anything wrong with cheerleading. I did cheerleading myself. It's just that like I do not like that. It's not the cheerleading itself. I enjoy watching the routines and everything. It's the environment around it where the little girls are wearing these skimpy outfits because I see pictures of, you know, people's kids, like my friends' kids. And to me, it bothers me because I feel like it's a fucking pedophile's dream come true. You know, these people put, like, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't post any pictures of her and those things, nothing like that online because there's creepy people out there, dude. But it bothers me when they're, I don't know, maybe since the John Benet Ramsey thing, I hate when they take little girls and try to make them look like adults by putting makeup on them and dressing them almost like little adults. Like, I feel like let them grow up and do that shit when it's appropriate. I can't stand that shit. I can't. I don't like it. No offense if you do it. Just if I had a little girl, I don't like that whole environment of trying to like make little girls look older. You know, they're wearing these little short skirts and these little short tops. And I'm like, it just bothers me. Maybe because of shit that's happened in my past and my family and everything. Just like, it's something that I'm ultra sensitive about, you know, men being disgusting about little girls like that. It just fucking bothers me. Oh, there, I can finally see your guys' comments. I don't know what I just did. I would love a girl and a boy, but it's a little late now to be having a baby. I love having a daughter, but as a mom, I'm fully aware she's a huge daddy's girl. I think most girls end up being like that, right? Oh, you have a girl too, Ash? Yes, you have just a boy mom. But it's so funny though, because I feel like if I had another baby, it would probably be a boy. I really do. I feel like it would probably be a boy because God just never gives me what I wanted. So I'm like, I'd probably end up with two boys if I had another kid, which I'd be fine with. I'm just saying. That's just like just like the feeling that I have that even if I had another kid, it would have been a boy anyway. And I cannot imagine two boys. Whoo, whoo. if they're both like my son, oh my God. He was a handful. He is a handful still. He's a character. But you know what I'm saying? He makes up for it, definitely. In personality, he makes up for being the only child. He's definitely got a very what should I say? He's just got a personality, man. He's got some personality, my kid. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but he's got a very large personality, my son. So he's funny as shit too. Uh oh, your fur babies, girl. No, I'm just surrounded by balls. I got my husband. I'm the only girl in my house. I got Jesse, I got Chris, and I got Ovi. Boy, I want a girl dog at least. I should have got a girl dog, but the females I would have had to waited so much longer. So you have 4 kids? Oh my God, girl, you crazy. I really do feel bad sometimes that I don't have another kid, like that my son doesn't have a sibling. I do. I feel really bad. But, at the time where I really wanted to have another one, it was just, I'm glad I didn't at that time because I don't think I would have been it would have, I don't know, maybe it would have been a great distraction to deal with grief, having a baby. Maybe it would have distracted me away from what I was going through, but that would have been the time where I would have wanted to have another one because, I figure like 2 years in between, right? Or 3 at the most. I feel like anything more than that, it's like too far apart. So I just look at my own family, like my cousins, like me and my brother were only 2.5 years apart. And although we don't talk now, we were very close growing up because we were so close in age. We hung out with each other. Like, we used to hang out all the time. Like my brother, he was never one of those brothers that was like, ooh, my little sister. Like he always took me around with his friends and everything like that. I was always able to hang out with them. So like, um, I feel like that's a good age. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 years later or 3 tops. But, my mom got sick and at that time, and then it was like, I'm not going to have a baby now and get pregnant. Like, this isn't the right timing. And then once, my mom passed away and then, like, you're grieving. And it's just like, I couldn't even think of taking care of a baby because I was, Jesse was still young. And then it just kind of slipped away the chance to have another kid. So, and I just like now I can't even think of having. I mean, I'm 44. I could technically get pregnant, but like, do I really want to have a baby at 44? No, thank you. No, thanks. Couldn't imagine. Once I hit 40, I was like, yeah, no, this is that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. So whatever. Plus, we really couldn't afford having another kid. I couldn't even imagine having another kid. We barely fucking, we could barely afford the one we have. No, I'm just kidding. We obviously can, but I'm just saying, like, if we had another kid, my son wouldn't be able to play travel hockey like he does. That's for sure. It's like, what are you gonna have one kid play, this expensive sport and then the other kid not? Like, that's not fair. Or have to drag another kid around. Oh, thanks, Andy. You don't have to do that. My son was the best behaved child on the planet. Never had a fit. Never cried. I gotta say, Jesse, he was crazy. He was hyperactive. But I will say, he was not a fucking baby. Like, that's one thing, man. Because I had some friends and people I knew that had kids that their kids used to, like, oh my God, cry over everything. Jesse's not a crybaby, never was. When he was obviously an infant, he was colicky. That's not the same. I'm talking like when, you know what I'm saying? When kids are like crybabies, like they don't get their way, they throw fits and shit like that. He was never like that. Thank God. He never like threw fits or like tantrums or like, maybe once in a blue moon, but like he's pretty good like that. Even when he does like get pissed or have like a little, you know, shit fit, like a mini one, he gets over it things so quickly, which is also really good. He's a pretty resilient kid, I have to say. He's tough, my son. Like he's not like a bitch. He's not like a crybaby. He never was though. Like even when he gets hurt, like when he's playing hockey and he like goes down, I know if he's laying down, he's hurt. Like he's actually hurt because he never like he's not like that kid. He's just like when he used to hurt himself when he was little, he would like barely cry. The one time he hurt himself and he cried, that's what I'm saying. I knew he was really hurt. It was the worst thing. Oh my God, him and this little girl were playing at the park and they were playing hide and seek or tag or some shit like that. And they ran full blast into each other, and the little girl's head hit him right under his eye. And dude, literally within seconds, his eye blew up into this like golf ball size thing. I thought he fractured like his orbital bone, whatever you call that. I mean, it was like so bad, and I was like so scared. And he was crying so hard. I've never seen him cry like that in his whole life at that point in time. I think he was like 5 when that happened. And oh my God, he never went to the park again after that. He's like, Mom, I'm never going to the park again. And we never went back to the park, that park. I'm like, it's not going to happen again. Just like watch where you're running. But you know how like little kids, they like don't look where they're going ever. They'll just like run into things. That's what basically happened. They were both running and they both weren't looking and they both just crashed into each other. You'd make it work. We had 3 in travel sports and made it work. Well, I would definitely be having to go get a fucking job if I had another one in travel sports, that's for sure. I would not be able to stay home and have, 2 kids in travel sports, which I wouldn't. I feel bad because, like, a lot of the families that we travel with for Jesse's hockey, they're like split up all the time. Like, the wife comes or just the husband comes because, like, one parent's away. I mean, some of our friends, they have 3 kids that play travel hockey. I don't know how the fuck they afford it. You guys think, dude, the tuition just to play hockey is like, it could range depending on the age, anywhere from just to play. This doesn't count anything else, okay? It could range from, at this age now, it could range from about 8,000 to 12,000, okay? In between there. Here, it's not like that everywhere else. It's just on Long Island because we don't have that many rinks, right? Therefore, we don't have as much ice for the kids to play hockey. So it's very expensive to play here. If you go up in like Massachusetts, there's fucking a rink like every 5 miles. So, it's way cheaper up there to play. But here, I mean, I have friends that pay about $15,000 just for the tuition, right? Just so your kid could play. That doesn't count all the traveling and all the, um, you know, uniform and the gear and all that other shit. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. People think we're fucking insane for the amount of money that we fucking pay for hockey, but whatever. It makes my son happy. He loves it, and that's what's important to me, you know? But anyway, uh Corey Feldman. The fuck? Uh the fuck was I saying? Yeah, it's fucking expensive, dude. It's fucking expensive. Well, my son also plays at like the elite, like the highest levels. So it's like the higher the level you pay, it's more money. It's just fucking crazy. It's insane. But anyway, so all these parents. There's only one other kid. Well, 2 other kids on his team. One of them is his best friend. He only has the 2 parents usually come because they have older kids because they're like, it's a second marriage for the mom, so she has older kids. They're like, they're self-sufficient at this point. They're like in their 20s. One of them's gotten married, and then there's one other kid that has like, he's like a legit only child, just like Jesse. But everybody else on his team has a brother or sisters, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of the times it's just the dads come or just the moms come. Like there's no, you barely ever see both parents at hockey, when we're away, because they're, this one's away with that kid, this one's away with that kid. It's like crazy. And I'm like, I don't know how you people afford all this shit, because it is fucking, it's expensive, dude. When you go away for one weekend, you're spending a couple of $1,000s, just to be away. The hotel, tolls that you have to pay, and food you're eating out every night. So we try to keep it somewhat cheap. Like we'll, eat uh fast food sometimes, but a lot of times what ends up happening is everybody goes out to dinner together, right? And then you end up going out with like 20 people, and the bill, everybody's like, oh, just split the bill, but it's like it never works out in our favor. Well, because we have more people usually, because most of the time it's like 2 and then we have 3. So we end up paying more. But some places will let you do it where you could like split the bill by, we'll give them the kid's number. We'll be like, oh, whatever, number 25 here, and then they'll split the bill up. But some places you go to, they won't split the bill, so they make you pay like together, and then you have to figure it out. That's when you get fucked. But whatever, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? We have a great time, and you can't go wrong. We don't go away every weekend. Like, I'm going away 2 times. Well, we've been away a lot, but we're going away again. Let me think. 2 times in November, and then in January, I think we go away again. So whatever, it is what it is. I've already been away like 4 times or 3 times so far this year. We've been away. I don't even know. We went to Detroit. We went to Massachusetts twice, I think. So yeah, we're away a lot. You wouldn't believe, Jesse is so lucky, you wouldn't believe the amount of kids whose mom or dad who are not sick or working still don't come to their high school games. Yeah, high school games are different though. Like, with the hockey games, you kind of have to go. Like, you pay so much money for it. You're like, I have to show up. My parents never came to anything, and that kind of made me give up. Like, and it wasn't their fault. I'm not like downing them. My mom worked and my dad worked, and but my mom, sometimes I used to be like, really, you can't leave work early just one time to like come to my cheerleading. She never came to anything ever that I did, any sports, because she worked. My parents both had to work. And it sucked because like I feel like I probably would have pushed me a little harder if my parents supported it and like had an interest in what I was doing, which is why I try to be there at every game that it can be. Sometimes I stay home. It depends, because the weekends, if we're like away all day on a Saturday for hockey and then like all day on a Sunday, I don't want to leave my dog, 2 days in a row home for like 12 plus hours. Like this weekend, I did it, but the weekend prior to that, I knew it was going to be like a 12 to 14-hour day just to drive and play one game. I was like, I'm going to stay home, but you can still watch it. That's the great thing. I still watch his games online because they have this like camera that hangs in the rink that you could like log on and watch the games live. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'd rather be there. I love watching his games. Like, I don't know. It's fun. It's fucking awesome. Some of the parents take it a little too seriously, but you know, at the end, I'm like, who fucking cares? You know what? The kids don't care. The parents end up caring more. Like when they lose, the kids are over it in like 5 minutes. It's the parents that are like not me, but I'm just saying some of the parents, they get like really upset if we lose a game. Like they'll be like, you'll see them like the next day. They'll be like, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm thinking about the game. I'm like, really, dude? Like, it's fucking like youth hockey. Chill out. Not that serious. But some people, you invest so much money in it, you want to see the kids win. I get it. I get it. Over for their costume. Oh, dude, my son, I got to get a Santa Claus, dude. He wants to be that guy. What the fuck is his name? Uh, oh my God, I can't remember his name. Art the Clown. I don't know. Apparently, he never even saw the movie. These kids are so weird nowadays. They don't even like know what they're being. Like when we like used to like dress up as something, it's because like we watched the movie, like and like you're like, okay, I want to be this because like the movie I watched. They just like see these characters online, and they're like, oh, that guy's cool, and I'm like, but you don't even like watch. You never saw the movie, but all right. So that's what he wants to be this year, Art the Clown. But he had a thing. Yeah, Bridget, near you guys, I don't know. I know you live a little further south than we're usually up by like the Boston area, like the outer, not in Boston, but like in the, outer area, the suburbs. And there is just a rink every couple of miles. I mean, it's insane. What's crazy? Last year, I didn't go this year, but the guy, so if you watch the Karen Reed case, the guy Lucky Loughran, who was like the star witness, at the end, he said he saw the fucking, he saw the, what do you call it, car parked in front of the house. He operates the Zamboni at one of the rinks, and we were at that rink. And I'm like, oh my God, because I do remember seeing an older man driving the Zamboni, like a bald older man at that rink, because we were like just there. I mean, the Canton rink, they have 2 rinks in Canton. See, in one town, they have 2 rinks. We have probably as a total on Long Island, we have, I don't know, 5 maybe rinks. you know, so it's crazy how expensive it is here. And like I'm talking there's a rink in New England, okay, called New England Sports Center. There's 9 ice rinks or 10. Is it 9 or 10? There's nine or 10 ice rinks in one facility, in one building. Like here, if we have an ice rink, most of our rinks, there's only one rink. There's only one ice rink. There's like a few places that have 2 rinks. Some of them have like one rink and a little tiny rink. But you go up to New England, some of the buildings have like 4 rinks in the one building or 5 rinks in the one building. This one place has 9 rinks. You literally walk upstairs and you could watch like 10 games at the same time. It's pretty cool. It's like almost like a mall. You like walk through the hallway and there's just like windows and you look down into the rinks. It's fucking crazy. And the really cool thing is that every ice rink up there, not every single one, but most of them have like a bar or like a restaurant attached to it. So like the parents could go sit down, have a meal, have a drink. It's like here we not one of our rinks has a restaurant in it. They'll have like a little snack stand where you can get like a fucking hard as a rock pretzel. But they don't have any fucking, you know, I'm talking like nice bars. Some of them have breweries like right in the rink. It's fucking crazy. Even up in Buffalo, they got that. They have like a fucking bar. Well, it's not really part of the rink, but it's attached. Last year, she was a moth. Ooh, sorry, it was his 1 year wedding anniversary. I still can't believe you have a kid that's old enough to be married. That like blows my mind. All right. Anyway, I love talking to you guys, but I gotta go fucking in Hobby Lobby because it's gonna close soon. So I'll pop back in sometime this week. Thanks for keeping me entertained while I drove to Hobby Lobby. I've been here for like a half hour, but I figured that was a short live. Yeah, I actually got here quicker than I thought I would. But anyway, we'll get more depths in a in another video alive when I'm actually at my house and on my computer. But thank you guys for stopping in, saying hi. Thanks for super chats for whoever gave me one. KB Bells, I think, gave me one, right? A couple of people, Andy Cruz. Thank you. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Probably sometime later this week. All right, I'm out.